Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you again. It's Wednesday afternoon. It's Marcus time. I'm ready too. Yes, today we are going to talk about how to trade the DAX market open. What an interesting topic, including why the market open is one of the best times to trade the DAX. When should traders start preparing for the market open? And a step-by-step trading strategy for trading the market open. Make sure, guys, that you stay until online until the end of this webinar or this video if you want, when I'll be showing you how to follow the step-by-step trading process, because it is absolutely a profitable strategy. My name is Marcus Gabel. I'm a professional analyst, speaker, trading and life coach, and offshore I'm a trader. And I've been trading the global markets for over 22 years right now. And if you want to have more information about myself, you will find on my homepage. I guess till the to the next end of this week, I guess I can publish the English version, trading@personality.com. So I guess next week on Wednesday, I have good news for you. So in this webinar series, Trading Spotlight, I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex and CFD broker that offers trading in over 8,000 different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5, or maybe alternatively 4. Finally, if you're watching this on YouTube, guys, remember to like this video, share it with other traders, and subscribe so you will never miss an episode. It's a wonderful and great pleasure to have so many people this afternoon here. And now I can talk to you very frankly. I'm really happy that you share your lifetime this afternoon with me. And today, yes, it's a really interesting topic. It's surely not the holy grail, of course not, but it's a really interesting strategy if you want to have a little bit more fun in trading. And if you hate boring trading, then this is a great strategy for you. If you love successful and boring trading, so like me, then it's not one for you. But it's a kind of diversification to use this strategy and to use the opening strategy. So guys, but let me tell you first of all this one, you know, I'm a German guy. And my English is German as well, but I do all my best that you can understand what I try to explain. So if you don't understand anything, please feel free to type it in the chat box, because my wonderful colleague, I don't know who is in the background today, my lovely host of Admiral Markets. I'm so happy and grateful for the support from Admiral Markets. And we do all the best that we can answer all your questions about this topic today. So feel free to ask whatever is in your mind, in your heart, and we can talk about everything. So greetings to my host of Admiral Markets, of course. Thanks that you be with me this afternoon here. So let's talk about some key facts about the German DAX. The base date for the DAX index was my birthday, almost my birthday, because a little bit 17 years later, because I was born on 13 December as well. But the base date for DAX was December the 13th, 1987. And the base level was 1,000 points. So, and this index represents the 30 largest German blue chips. And the DAX is weighted by market capitalization, where the weighting of a single stock relates to its share in the overall capitalization of the stocks contained in this DAX, in this index. And the components of the DAX have changed over the years as a reflection of the development of major German companies in the economy. So the previous, or the recently changing was, who knows? Lufthansa flew out of the DAX back to the MDAX, and Deutsche Wohnen. It was the new part of the DAX, one of the 30 biggest companies in Germany. So you see, we had a lot of changing during 1987. Just a couple of key facts for you. You should know what you want to trade. So now let's talk about a very interesting topic. Hi, Robert. Nice to meet you. And Ronald, of course. Omar, nice to meet you. So let's talk about the best time to trade the DAX. But we have to ask another question. Is there really a best time to trade DAX? Chukwuma Samuel, hi, nice to meet you. Thanks for sharing your lifetime with me. So is there really a best time to trade the DAX? Some guys would say, yes, of course, it's in the morning or it's in the afternoon or something else. In my opinion, there is not. Because you know my special opinion about the markets. We are always at the right side of the chart. And it is about our own perception, what we see there. Maybe you remember the thing with the pen. For you, is it a pen? And if a puppy dog comes in, it would a chew toy. So who is right, you or the dog? It's a kind of perception. So it doesn't exist a best time to trading because it always, everything comes from us. Everything comes from you. So it's your own perception. Is it the right time for you or is it not? So market openings with high level of ADX level tells us about major volatility within next time of opening. I don't know who is beyond the Galaxy J6. Thanks for sharing your opinion, but be careful about that. As I said, it's your opinion and it's your own perception. And I will talk a little bit more about this topic. So there's not a holy grail. Please realize that always in your kind of trading. If a true best time existed, then everybody would see the same opportunity and make the same trade, right? In that case, no trading would be possible. If the chart, maybe DAX or something else, if the DAX or the chart you see on the right side of the chart basically faced upwards or faced downwards at itself, like the pen would be a pen, then the dog would ride a ladder to his doggy girlfriend, right? But it doesn't. It's a chew toy for the dog. For you, it's a pen. So that's the point why we cannot talk about the best time. It's about your perception or whatever you have kind of strategy. Even this strategy I try to explain to you. So if the DAX would be in general for all traders faced upwards or downwards, then everybody would trade the same direction. All people would go long, or all traders would go short. Think it through this point. There cannot be a kind of trading, because if you want to trade, you need buyers and sellers. If you want to buy something, you need someone on the other side who wants to sell that point or this contract. And if you want to sell something, you need a buyer on the other side. You see, it's a kind of perception. If you think this is a best time, it's the best price to sell, another one needs to buy that. And this other guy of the other side of the order book would say, oh, it's nice, I want to buy. For me, it's the best time, it's the best trade right now. And he'd take it from your part, from your side. This is, think it through, guys. This is why I always used to say trading is a human thing. Strategy is 10% of success, but 90% is humanity. It's the human part why so many people failed in trading. They think most of the people think there exists a right or false. Not at all. Of course not. Therefore, it is better to talk about not the best time to trade the DAX, let's talk about a very interesting trading time or strategies. Both must fit for you and to your lifestyle. So, to be honest, I hate day trading. I'm not a day trader. Yes, I can, but I don't want. I hate it. It's too stressful. Jesus Christ. It's too risky, and I hate it to be feeling uncomfortable in my lifestyle. So I love to make swing trades in 4-hourly charts or in daily charts. So have a look at my open account. You can see it overall. I'm in profit the third year in a row right now. There doesn't exist the best or the only one strategy or the best time frame. It must fit to you. Listen, guys, every trader is individual. Every trader is a human. First of all, you are a human being with your own wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your fears, whatever, your family in your backgrounds. You want to fulfill their wishes. Maybe you want to make money for your kiddies or for your wife to make them happy. So every human being has its own wishes and dreams. So even this kind of strategy must not fit for all. Not at all. Of course not. So it must fit to your lifestyle. So maybe you are a full-time worker and you have to trade in early shift and afternoon shift and maybe night shift. So in that case, maybe you have to work a night shift and you come home at maybe 6 or 7 in the morning. So you cannot trade the strategy because you are tired. You have to go to your bed. You have to go to sleep. So healthy is more important than every kind of trading. Let me tell you this important point. And with every second which is going by, you come closer to your own ends. It's inevitable. It's the inevitable thing. No one has left this planet alive. So think it all way through. And this is the point, the message. This strategy must fit for you and to your lifestyle. So now let's talk about a very profitable DAX opening strategy. Unlike the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, the DAX opens and closes at certain time. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? 8 German time, of course, in the morning, and it closes at 10 p.m. German time, of course. While Dow Jones and S&P 500 are traded for the whole day, 524, almost 524, yes. So based on that reason, the DAX, we are talking about the future. It's a future setup, first of all. The DAX future opens with a gap almost every trading day. So why is it? The world's largest markets, Dow and S&P 500, are traded around the clock. The DAX in the morning implements the behavior of Dow and S&P 500 and any overnight news from Japan, or Asia, or something else, or something or anywhere, and opens therefore at a certain price, which is different from the closing price the day before. Consequence, the DAX opens with a gap, mostly every single day. So the large or the high of the gaps are differently every day, but most of the times we have. It's nature. It's kind of nature. So the DAX opens with a gap. Now, a very important note, guys. You cannot trade the DAX by itself or in reality. You are always trading the price of one future contract of the index. This was one of my biggest mistake in my early stage of my own trading career, you know. So I always thought, oh, I'm the DAX trader. And yes, let me tell you this story. It's true story, really. It's a true story. Uh, I guess 16 years ago, 15 or 16 years ago, I started with trading. So I had an education in an advisor in financial things and something else. So, and I come to trading and I had an account of 1,000 euros. So I saved it from my income and it was hard. It was hard to take this 1,000 to a broker. And the only markets I knew at that time was the DAX. I had no clue about Forex or shares or something else, but in every kind of mind in Germany was the DAX. So Marcus must trade at the DAX as well. So at that time, I worked here in Germany, it's a great electricity market. You can buy some TVs and washing machines and something else, and phones and mobile phones and something else. And there I had a job. And my job was to introduce the people to phones and mobile phones and something else. So it was kind of promotion. Maybe you know this term, promotion. And at that point, I hated this job. And I wasn't really satisfied with that job. And I had this wish and this story in my mind, I could make money with trading because I joined a seminar a couple of weeks before, and that was the first time I heard about I can trade the DAX. So then I started with 1,000 euros at that time. My girlfriend at that time didn't know that. Today I don't have a girlfriend anymore. If this sounds ignorant, but is the DAX the same? Yes, DAX and DAX 30 is the same, Anthony, it's the same. So I opened the trading account with 1,000 and I had no clue about risk management. And at that time, I read some news in the internet, and there was a special guy here in Germany. He always make an analysis in the morning, and he said, "Oh, DAX long or short," and I followed him. So, and now here comes the special point. I make my first trade in DAX, and after a couple of minutes, I had 250 euros on profit. I was so happy. So don't forget, 1,000 euros on my account, and I make a profit. And then I closed the trade. I was completely confused, and I closed it. I had 250 euros. I made 250 euros profit. And I was sitting in front of my PC in my market, of course, and I was so happy. I believed I can fly. You know that song, I believe I can fly. So at that time, I took my phone and called my girlfriend, my former girlfriend. And I told her, honey, I made money in DAX. I made 250 euros. You can stop your job. You can stay at home. I will do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe today I can laugh about it, but that time it was the first and the last time that I called my former girlfriend about that stuff. It was the first and the last time, because 3 weeks later, 1,250 euros are done. I crashed my account. So that with DAX trading, of course, I only traded DAX. Since that time, it's almost 15 years ago right now, I hated trading the DAX. It was my first experience with this stupid index, and I hate it. And I must confess, I hate it today. Still, I hate it today. But now I know what is behind the DAX. Even you said DAX or DAX 30, it's the same. So, because at that time, I didn't understand what is beyond this game of trading. Today, I know I cannot trade the DAX. It's just the topic. It's just the name. What I can trade and what you can trade is the price of one future contract. And this price, you know, maybe you remember my webinar on the price webinar. I talked about that. Either the price is cheap, sale, special offer, it's expensive outside the season, or it's fair value, it's an average price. So, and the price always moving between special offer, outside the season, and always back to a fair price. Even the DAX. And for this strategy, it is so important that you know that you always trade the price. Doesn't matter what is written on the left corner. It's the DAX or Dow, S&P, Euro, gold, oil, whatever, or any kind of shares as well. You don't trade Goldman Sachs. You don't trade whatever, Walmart. You trade the price of one share. And in our case now, the DAX, this is the most important information, guys. You trade the price of one contract. And now you can a little bit understand why I always talk about the perception on the right side of the chart. Because every human being has its own perception or feeling of that price. Is it cheap? Is it expensive? Or is it fair valued? And if we talk about the price, especially in this strategy, DAX market opening, then we need to know there is an unfair and a fair level. And of course, within the fair level, you have the fairest price during one day, or maybe especially in a longer time frame. But for this DAX, we need the daily chart, the time frame of one day. And the fairest price is the so-called point of control. So please, you can go on YouTube, and please, maybe you have time and you are in the mood to watch this webinar a couple of weeks ago, I guess. Well, you will find it in the list there on Admiral Markets YouTube channel, English, of course. And with this important knowledge, we have to assume that the DAX, when it's open, cannot know a so-called fairest price, because there is no historical volume to calculate the point of control, because market was closed during the night. So, and the point of control is always calculated by historical data, of course, past, you know? So if the market opens at 8 in the morning, there is no historical data for that day. So the DAX doesn't know any kind of point of control of this day. So, but, here comes the big but the DAX knows the point of control from the previous day. And this is the most important piece of information to figure out a great strategy. Because this is the point where the DAX will going to. And with the combination of this gap, because the market was closed, and the previous point of control, we can create a very profitable opening strategy. So let's see. Preparing. If you want to trade a specific DAX opening strategy, you should prepare it properly. So the DAX future opens 5 days a week at 8 a.m. So you should perform your preparation a couple of minutes beforehand. Some traders usually say you should read the overnight news. It's correct. It's okay to do so. But to be honest, there is no huge benefit. Why? Again, you cannot know how all the traders will interpret the news. Guys, let me ask you one question, and maybe you want to type it in the chat box. What do you guess? How many trading accounts do we have in Germany? Not shareholders, I'm talking about trading accounts. So make a guessing. What do you guess? How many trading accounts do we have in Germany? Type any kind of, what do you think? What do you can imagine in your mind? How many? Out 10. 10,000, 1 million, okay, millions. Okay, I have a surprise for you. In Germany, listen to me, not shareholders, traders, real traders, trading accounts, 60,000. 60,000. Really, it's less. It's really less. And you know, I work with a couple of special guys in Frankfurt. I have an office there, and I know the numbers. In Germany, we have 60,000 trading accounts. So can you imagine? Yes, Baron, of course, that's nothing, absolutely nothing. So yes, I mean, read here, get confused and make a wrong decision. So now imagine, please think it through. And if you watch my webinars, I always want to give you a valuable information you can use for your own trading. Mostly it's the human part, you know? So imagine only this one, 60,000 people in Germany are sitting in front of the PC and have a look at the DAX. Do you really want to know what is right or false? Every human being has its own perception of that chart. And now imagine 60,000. So even guys, we in this afternoon webinar, we have a look at the chart. Everybody has its own perception. And now, is it okay to read the news from the night? Of course you do. And of course you can. But where is the benefit? 60,000 people are reading the same news, and 60,000 people are human beings, and they have their own perception. You cannot know what they think, because in the order book doesn't exist a row for your name or for your reason, just only buyer, seller's price. That's all. Please think it through. Open your minds. Don't trade in that way. That's not okay. Open your mind and think it through. So next question. What do you think? How many trading accounts do we have in USA? Just only USA, North America. What do you think? How many trading accounts do we have in USA? So 60,000 in Germany. What do you think? How many trading accounts do we have in Germany, in the USA? So 100 millions, 500,000, 2 millions, 50 millions. No idea? Yes, that's my idea as well. I give you the number. 125 millions. 125 millions trading accounts. And now guys, 60,000 Germany, 125 millions just only in USA. And we don't talk about Asia. We don't talk about near Israel, something else, Near East. And we don't talk about East Europe or Russia, something else. Just only these two countries. And now imagine how important you are or me. Think it through, guys. You are always on the right side of the chart. And think about 60,000 humans with their own wishes and dreams and hopes and fears are in front of their PCs as well, like you. And now imagine, if you can, 125 millions of human beings in USA. And some of them want to trade the DAX as well. What do you think? How important are we in reality? So how can you know how people want to interpret news that are coming out through the night? Again, think it through. As you know, all of us, we are on the right side of the chart. And every single trader has its own perception, you know, pen or chew toy, which means there is no true or false. Earlier in my trading career, I was such an idiot. I judged other strategies or people and I thought, oh, they are wrong. And what I can see, this is the only thing. I was such an idiot. And this is the kind where I always say trading is kind of a processing and personal development. Today, I know it's a kind of perception. And the only thing is important, that's the price. So our trading job is to follow the rules of our strategy and not to interpret any news. So there's a question within MT4, there are DAX 30 candles are during the night. This is something different than the DAX we are discussing here. Yes, it's a kind of, yes, that's not the true price. I know some DAX candles are due the night, but there is no basement. That's an internal price. The future, and that's the reason why I always say have a look at the future. You can transfer your trade, these opening strategy with CFDs, of course, at Admiral Markets, but you need to have a look at the future price. And the future stops 10 p.m. and opens 8 a.m. This is really, really important. One of two has one account in USA. Why do you trade DAX at the US marketing opening now? So I don't know. You can do almost the same with the cash market of Dow Jones. Almost the same. So which preparation we have to do with our DAX opening strategy based on a possible gap and previous point of control? Now let's go to the strategy. This DAX opening strategy using the previous point of control from the day before, and this requires really less preparation. It's not necessary to read the news, something else. Open your DAX chart, figure out the point of control from the previous day, as well as the full trading volume from the day before. So the full volume zone from the complete day, previous day. So if you have an opening price outside of this fair value zone, completely zone, then we can think about this specific DAX opening strategy. So now just have a look at the chart. And for that, I cannot use, it's an exception, I cannot use MetaTrader. We can transfer it to MetaTrader, but I have to take the future price. So let's have a look at it. So how can I calculate or see the point of control in my MT5? There is a special indicator in MetaTrader 5 or 4. I created it. Maybe you can send an email that you want to have this indicator. It's this email. Just a moment. So here is it. Tap on it, and if you want to have this indicator for your MetaTrader 5 or 4, then you can use it. So just have a look at the chart. So here we go. Here we go. Okay, now you can see this is today. On the right side, this is today. And now this is the order book. So you can see, and we have a special point of control today because now it's 3:30 in the afternoon. Now we have a point of control, and the point of control from today is placed here at 12,387. And we shared 499, that's red color here in the order book. 499 contracts were shared were exchanged between buyers and sellers there. Therefore, highest volume there, that's the point of control. But that's the point. When we opened this morning at 8, you see, and this is one of the very seldom case that we didn't have a gap. So when we open today at 8, you can see this is the candle from, no, this one. So here we go. That's the opening here. Then you can see, you cannot know. Okay, just a moment, just a moment, just a moment. So here we go. Now, now you must see the email. Okay. So you see, when the DAX is opening, then we cannot know the point of control because there isn't any kind of point of control, because the point of control is always calculated on historical data. So that's the reason why we have to realize, we have to note the point of control from the previous day, because there is a previous day and there is a point of control. And this is placed from yesterday, 12,234. This is your first job you have to do. Where is you open your chart, hopefully before 8, just 5 minutes, completely enough, because you want to know if you can fulfill your strategy today. But for that, you need an opening outside of the full volume zone, not the red zone, outside of the full volume zone. This is the full volume zone here. This is the full volume zone. And if you open within this volume zone from the previous day, there is no strategy. This strategy is just only valid if you have an opening outside, completely outside of this value zone from the previous day. So this is the job you have to do. If you don't have an opening outside, just inside, no signal, no strategy. You can close your PC, go away, enjoy your life. No trading strategy. Only if you have a close or opening above or below, meaning outside of that point. So with this information, you can switch maybe to MetaTrader 5, and then you can realize where is my actual point of control, but compare it with the future price, not with this one. This is DAX 30 cash market, maybe kind of future market, but you need the real information about the future price. So this is what you have to do, and how do you prepare your market. Again, if you have an opening price outside of the fair value zone, then we can think about this strategy. If not, no strategy. Really important. You know, trading is a kind of mathematic probabilities. Not every day is the same day. Please be careful about that. So, and now let's see the step-by-step DAX opening strategy. It's really simple. Mark the previous point of control from yesterday. Make sure that the opening price is outside the complete previous volume zone. If not, no strategy. If you have a gap in the same direction as the reachable previous point of control, it's jackpot. The strategy is so stronger. Then wait for it. You know, wait for it, wait for the trend. If you have a trend in direction of the point of control from previous day, then you can make your trade. Open your trade by stop sell or stop buy order within the correction zone of your valid trend. You know, we want to make trades, we want trend trading, strongest strategy. Then place your stop loss above or below kind of direction, the correction zone, and the target is the previous point of control. So that was the theory. Let's see a real example. So let's see. Okay, so this is a great example. So you see, first of all, this, so here we go. So now this was 12th of June. That was last Friday. Last Friday. So you open your chart. So imagine it was Monday. Monday morning, 5 minutes before 8, opening, DAX opening. Then you open your chart and you can see this one. You can see, oh, previous point of control is market there. Exactly 12,107. Great. So now market that you know, where is your target? Now you have to wait to the opening. No stress. Calm. Musa. Come down. Wait for it. Wait for it. So you see? Then you see, oh, damn it. Great. Yeah, great. It's amazing. Now, you know, we have a big gap, a really, really big gap. The reason why? I don't care. It's a kind of trading. The task of the exchange around the world is to keep in balance suppliers, sellers and buyers. That's the point. To bring supply and demand together at the highest volume price. It's below. This is the point why we have a gap. The only reason, not about any news or something else, that's stupid. Just only about the price. For that, you have to realize how does the price develop. It's a kind of coaching. I know I have 5 minutes. So now, you know, this day, you have a really, really great strategy. First of all, the previous point of control, can you share why you're on this panel list? I don't know. So what do you mean? So now you see, we have a point of control over previous day at 12,107. And now you see we have a gap and now we have space to go up. What do you need to do right now? Wait for it. Wait if you can see an uptrend. So wait for it. Don't be smaller than the market. Wait for it. As long as you can see a trend, wait for it. Don't jump into the market. Wait if you can see a clear, wonderful uptrend. Your chance will come. So now maybe we can see, now you see, that's a kind, it's bullshit. Yes, now we can see maybe it's a trend. So let's see, maybe here we can draw a trend. So maybe movement, correction, movement, correction. Now we have a trend and now we can think about the trade. So you see the price is really down, but trend is still valid. So where is my point of control from previous day? Here is above. And of course, you have a big, big gap. So you see, there is the big gap. I have to close the gap and the previous point of control is above. So now, maybe we have a trend here right now, and now we can maybe start our trade maybe here or maybe a little bit deeper, wherever. So, and of course, your stop is placed below the daily low. Here we go. So now let's see what happened. So maybe you are in, maybe you are in. It takes time, it takes time. So Don't intervene in that to trade. Let it go, let it go. And you see what happened? Oh, Jesus Christ. So if you are so far in profit right now, maybe you can trail your stop into the profit if you want. So all you trust the trend and you trust the price. So, and see what happened in the future. Look at this one, up and up and up and up. So where is my previous point of control? Where is it? So here we go. Let's see. And of course, we have the gap. So here we go. Let's go up and up and up and sideways and a little bit down. So it needs time. So you see, almost closed the gap, almost. Here is my previous point of control from yesterday, the day before. So wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Wait, here we go. You see, Jesus Christ. One trade, big profit. It doesn't work every day. Of course not. It's only a kind of strategy, really interesting strategy. So maybe you can transfer it to your MetaTrader. Figure out where is your point of control in the future market, in the real future market. Then maybe go to your MetaTrader 5 or 4, mark it at that price, where is it? And then wait for the trend and then trade in direction of this. And as you can see, sometimes it takes time. It takes time. Trust the trend and trust the price. This is most important thing. But most of the times it will work in that way. So this is a kind of DAX opening strategy. Not difficult, it's not rocket science, just only a simple strategy. Did you say you can't get the future market on MetaTrader? I don't know exactly, but I guess in MetaTrader we have, this is MetaTrader 5, this is the future market. This is not the future market, but we can open the symbols. And then we can see future. So index futures, CFDs, yes. Then you can use this one, maybe Germany. Here we go. Yes. So open, and I have my template. So maybe it's the future. Yes, it's future contract, and you can, and it's a kind from 1 minute chart, of course, not hourly chart, 1 minute chart. You have to do that in 1 minute chart. Yes. So, and then you can work with this, yes, with the same strategy. But first of all, you need to know exactly, you can find a point of control from previous day in internet. There are some sites you can find it. And then you can transfer it to your strategy on MetaTrader. Does this work in Dow and NASDAQ as well? In Dow, yes, in NASDAQ, not. Most of the times it works at the best in DAX. Okay, let's make a short conclusion. Otherwise I get anger from my host. The German index DAX is one of the most traded assets in Germany, and even Europe, it is. There are a lot of interesting trading strategies for that asset. In my opinion, make it easy and use the DAX opening strategy with a previous point of control. It doesn't work any day, every single day, but maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And follow the step-by-step process because it's a very profitable strategy. Easy, make it easy as possible. And now come to our trading spotlight community, guys. We don't want to leave you behind. We want to teach you. We want to become successful with you together. So after the webinar, come to Trader's Chart, you can see it, and to our Trading Spotlight group. The only requirement is to have a real account with real money, live account with some deposit on it from Admiral Markets, of course. If you want to join Jens, my congenius partner, on Friday, you want to talk about the central bank's announcements and how you can use it for your own trading. On Friday, 19th of June, I hope you will give you and share your lifetime with Jens as well. He deserves it as well. And yes, Börsenhandel mailbox.com is wrong. Mail return. Okay, I use this email every day. So maybe I give you this one. Just a moment, please. Yes, I know, time is over. And then here we go. You can type it here. Thanks, guys, for your time. For more analysis and education, Admiral Markets is there for you always. I say to thank you for your lifetime. And I hope you enjoyed this webinar and you watch it on video on YouTube. And now I wish you a wonderful trading day. And I hope we will see each other next week on Wednesday as well. And with this in our mind, be careful about your thoughts. You know, they're the beginning of your actions. See you. Bye-bye.